Welcome back to the channel, Farm with Nick. Thanks so much for joining me here on Alma, Missouri again. So as you can see, I'm just picking up some straw bales and kind of been playing around with some of the animal pens, seeing how the straw goes in again. I knew I had some other ones, but I was just kind of like double checking something, so I went and got a couple more. So I'm just gonna unload these here, and then I have some things to unpack with you guys. So let's unload them here, and I guess I'll take the unloading assistant. Oops. Alright, unload the bales. That's what I wanted, just to slide them over. And try it again. Okay, there we go. So as you can see, this is a new trailer, by the way. I actually used this. I'm using this on my Riverbend series. I like how it's not actually like tipping. I did keep the other trailer, and then I figured out you can change the height of how it sits on the back of your pickup, so you can lower or raise that height, and I feel like that's what was the issue. But anyways, long story short, I purchased this just to give me, something else to tool around. So I have to pick up all of these bales here. I also have some other field stuff to get to, so a lot to unpack. Let's do a load here while I'm chatting with you. So stop unloading, and we'll go operating position. Kind of set that back. There we go. And should load it up. There we go. Yeah, so much better than if you were watching that other episode of me. So I don't mind this kind of a bale trailer. But I still kind of want to use the pickup for it. So to get back to a couple other things. First, from a subscriber, they recommended the bale mod that actually makes them a little more irregular and round. So I added that to the series, and like nothing happens when you're just doing like these kind of bales, but when you're wrapping them, it kind of makes them a little more rounded on the edges. It's really cool looking. So I actually did that, and on my Riverbend series you can notice that a little easier because I am wrapping bales on that one. On this series I am not wrapping bales, so I'm using that fermenting silo. That's my plan. So I do all these circles and spins here. But that's why these, you're probably not going to notice the difference. So that's the first thing. The second thing, by another member of the channel, I've been having some issues with the manure silos, which I know I have brought up, I feel like, more than a couple times now. So anyways, with those manure silos, so there's the one up there by the main milking barn, and then there's the other one by the heifer barn off to the left over there. So with that in mind, let's see, where am I going here? I'm going to unload these. Okay. To get back to my story, so the manure silos, what's like showing is it's there, but then actually no manure is coming, or I save the game and then I go back in, and then it's showing that it's not there again. So what I change these out to now is the manure extensions. So it looks the same, but if I go in the build mode just really quick, and I was putting in these as silos, and then it was recommended, let's see, where are they at? Right there. So I was putting this in, the manure heap, and I put one in right there, And then I put one in on the original build right there. And then someone said, well, why don't you put in the extension mod? And now I put in this, the extension. So hopefully that works and actually triggers it and turns it on. That would be great. And I would like to get some of that. Instead of just doing the slurry, I like doing the manure as well. So fingers crossed, hopefully in the next handful of episodes, I see some results from that. If I go into the animal pens, you can see it does show manure, like nothing's in there, but it does show it that it's there, and then right there it shows that it's there. And some of the other episodes, it was just like a gray bar and it said nothing was there, even though the silo was right there. So who knows, could be something with one of the other mods or one of the other updates, hopefully, that would fix that eventually. But there is that. So all right, my next thing, and I was kind of doing this off camera with the fertilizer on these fields, and then a little bit with the liming. So these grass fields needed fertilizer, they needed lime, and no, as of making this video, I have not installed precision farming. As of making it, it is out, but as of doing this right now, I have not put it in. I'll probably mess around with it just a little bit off camera, make sure I know kind of what I'm doing a little bit, but then after a while, yes, I kind of want to try it. A lot of you have recommended that before, and I would like to play with that. All right, let's check out the silo really quick. We're right here. Oops, let's go back. There we go. Oh, we are pretty full there. Hay, you can see we're pretty good. Grass now. That's looking good. And then we should have a little bit, yep, of TMR. 2,800 liters. Perfect. Oh, that's good. All right. Well, that's progress in there. All right. Let me just park this off to the side. So what I was finding is with the fields, like the liming, I think it was, yeah, the lime did not even register on the field, which I thought was, obviously it was odd to me. All right. Oops. I know. Look at the trailer, not the truck bed. Okay, there we go. You can see, let me just kind of drive over there quick. I did keep that other trailer, by the way, right here. And what I was saying is, I kind of figured out I can lower that hitch on there or raise it. I mean, look at that, how you hook it up. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. But yeah, see, I lowered the point down, and actually that did help out. So I'm kind of undecided if I want to keep this or sell it eventually and just move on. So until then, that's just where I had it. I just had a park there. All right, what were you up to? Straw bales. We have a bunch of other little odds and ends to do here on this episode. Let's check out the fertilizer situation. So I'm out here. Just gonna give you a quick view of it. Here's the farm. I am back here in this backfield. So I have the lime, and then I have the fertilizer. So right now it says 100% fertilized. Perfect, right? And then it says needs lime still. So so they both have their their little quirks, it seems like. All right, so if I jump over here, and maybe this would change, like if I would just download precision farming and get going with that, and it might. So if I put this on, and I've tried this with other tractors, it says no field detected. So I'm like, all right, whatever, that's fine. Now I'm going along, and at least if you notice, it's giving me like the texture color change there. And that's fine with me. Kind of reminds me of just playing on FS22. I go, yep, that's fine, that's good. You know, no big deal if it's not going to give me the lines. I'll just kind of ballpark it. But then you can look, if you get it right, you can see that it's actually, you know, it's working, it's active, you know, no big deal. And then up here, where is it? 50%. And then back here, 100%. So that, you know, has its quirks. I wish it would give me the GPS. I'm almost sure. I feel like, and I'd have to go back and watch an old episode, but on Riverbend, I feel like it worked with the fertilizing. Like I could go on a field, it would give me the trigger for the GPS, and I could just follow the lines. But now it's not detecting anything. Now here's the next one. You get the lines. All right. So we'll turn on the lime. Gosh, that'd be crazy if this worked right now. And I'm pretty sure you can guess what's going to happen. So it's giving me the GPS lines. I am obviously spreading lime. The percentage is going down in the trailer. 78%, right? And 77%. So you go, all right, it's working. So on the field right now it says needs lime. And everywhere where I just was needs lime. And that's what it's been doing. So I am kind of at a loss with this. You know, the fertilizer I can kind of live with. I go, all right, it has its quirks right now, and I'm just going to leave that tractor out there. But with the lime, I don't get why that is happening. So it's doing like, they're both like doing the opposite of what I was thinking was going to happen, you know? So I'm kind of at a loss with that. Hopefully, I mean, I'd love to hear in the comments, what do you think is up with these? Is it just me? Or is it like the map that's just not registering? Maybe there's an update that needs to be done. I don't know. I mean, this is all base game equipment too. I didn't even put a mod in because I just obviously wanted to see if it would work, you know? So that's where I'm at with that. So I just at least wanted to show you the lime because I am done with trying to figure that out. And obviously, if it says it needs lime and it's not going to work, then I'm just going to leave it there. That's where I'm at with that. All right. So let's go on, and I need to do some cattle feed here. And then I also, oh yeah, purchased that little dozer, by the way, a new mod that just came out. So I haven't used it yet. It's kind of nice and shiny still. But yeah, my plan is to use that dozer. I thought it was really cool. All right, what am I doing here? Just lifting my tractor. Okay, a lot to kind of get to. I need to get to some plowing. I want to plant. We'll see where that goes. And I need to windrow, so I have this tractor all hooked up. And then I have that small little grass field that I own right now. So if I go to the map, it's 41 right here, this little field. And then I want to come back to the farm and actually mix up some feed for the main milking barn. There's a lot to get to here. And this definitely needs a wash here. So, but yeah, it's been really fun playing here on Alma. I hope you're having just as much fun as I am. I'm playing on my Riverbend series, just kind of keeping that going a little bit. not playing as much as I am on this now. Alright, let's unfold this. And honestly, I'm just going to set this on a worker. This little field should not really take me that long. There we go. Alright. What am I up to now? The cattle. Okay. So we need another tractor. Where's our large? Is this our large tractor? It is. Alright, let's bring it in. Oops. Well, we might as well spread a little fertilizer as we come back. So that far, really small field, that's actually by the starter farm. I wanted to cultivate that up. Not that I necessarily need to, or I could plow it up. I mean, that, I'm just gonna turn this off, it's taking too a while. That plow from the one episode, that was pretty cool. I mean, the animation's really cool. I really don't need to plow it up. It's just for me that I thought, oh, this is really cool looking. So I want to get something out there. I do have a cultivator, actually, that I could use just to kind of rake it up. That way it would probably be less like field erosion, but the plow mod is just really neat. But let's get these cattle some feed here. So where, as I run to that, where am I going with this? Where am I going? I don't know what the... I'm gonna close the... Alright, I don't know. I want to close the cover on that, but I guess I'm just not thinking straight right now. Okay. Let's go. So I don't think... Let's look at the calves here. Because I haven't really done much with the cattle. So I did put some straw in, you can see, for the heifer barn. Feed looks okay. And then they're okay as well. The calf barn. I did not switch it out for one of the lizard calf huts yet, or add one of them yet. And then there's our main one. Yeah, they could use some feed. And looks like they're getting some milk produced, which I do not have a milk truck yet. But let's fill this up, and I'll kind of show you what I was thinking of for the milk truck. Or maybe I'll get a new mod loaded up. Try something else out. Alright, so I'm just gonna do the 2 silage, 1 hay combo. And let's get another tractor. Let's use the deer. I'm gonna send this plow out to that field here where we get this mixed up. As you can tell from my episodes, I like to kind of... I know sometimes it seems like I'm jumping around a lot. Hopefully not too much to watch and enjoy and view. But I do like to have more than one task going on the farm. Sometimes that does not happen. Sometimes you absolutely tune in and, you know, maybe I'm doing like 1 or 2 things if that happens a lot too. But otherwise, I like to have more than a few things going on around the map. Alright, now I'm just going to set them and let's have them drive up this way. Okay, so we got our windrow going. That worker is going to drive out now. Yeah, I kind of like this plow still, so even though absolutely I do not need to use that. 100% don't need to use that, but I don't know. I just like the animations. I thought they looked so So neat. Alright. So it was 2 silage. And this is what I was doing on my other playthrough series as well. But now with that fermenting silo, like I kind of want to get these finished up here and out of the way. Then like more straw bales can come. These other, grass bales, hay bales can sit over here as well. Just because that fermenter, that silo's getting pretty full, which is so cool to see. But yeah, absolutely, I kind of want to get those taken care of. But let's get this TMR over here. But then, yeah, my goal then is like, obviously I could use this wagon to fill up the TMR that's already mixed. But then I could use this for the cattle that way. But yeah, I like this modded trailer still. This is so cool. They're all set. Let's double check where they're at. Well, we could do one more. Yeah, let's do one more. Straw's looking a little bare too there. But it's not all the way full, but I think it's pretty good. Alright, let's do another loop. Why not? Alright, I think the one worker was there. It has to be that plow one. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I love that turnaround that I added back in. It just makes it really convenient, and especially, like, look at exactly what I'm doing right here. Is, driving kind of back and forth, and then being able to put the bales here like this. So, yeah, very convenient. Now, yes, I am cheating here with lifting these bales, so maybe, if I do the bale method more, it would be fun to actually get a loader and a tractor. Oops, I didn't get that in there. It would be fun to get a loader, front loader on the tractor and stuff with some bale spikes and actually load it in that way. Which definitely I have done my fair share of that with did it not go? It says I have forage. Oh, it must be, oops, get out of here. That menu. It must be that was not enough. Right, see if that mixes it up. It should. There we go. But yeah, I mean, back in the day when I was on console, didn't have any of these like super strength mods, all this fun stuff where you could fly around the map. Honestly, a lot of it was, with the tractor, some bale spikes, with the loader, all that good stuff. So like I feel like I've done that enough where it's nice to just kind of throw it in, but to kind of go back and do some of that would be fine too. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, we'll just leave that tractor there, and let's get this kind of set up. But yeah, that would be fun to do that style again, so to speak. Alright, I kind of like the lines on here. I don't know, these animations are just so So slick. Even though, I mean, not many of the farmers would do a full till like this around me. But it's okay. This is not real life. This is just the game version, so yeah, it just looks so cool. I should probably go check on that worker with the windrower. And we can double check what's in that silo again. I mean, it's a small one there too, so if I just do the grass, that would probably be fine and get some more silage out of that. Alright, let's do a loop here. But there is that other bigger field, actually, that's over by the main starting farm. That's all corn that needs to be done. Now I could use that for chaff as well. And I forgot what size this plow is. I know there's more than a couple widths that you could use. Alright. And then really just one more headland and then you could start, well, you could just start plowing. Like that. Just go right for it. Alright. Let's set this on a worker. They can get going. Alright, let's go check out on them. Yeah, they're done. I knew it wouldn't take them that long here. So I'm pretty sure I didn't tab this. Yeah, it looks a little darker. I'm like 90% sure I didn't break that up. So let me just go grab the baler and bring that out here. And then I was gonna get to that other outside field for planting, but probably save that for another day or episode. Alright, let's see what tractor we want to use for some of the baling. I know I used, well, and I want to use, I'm thinking of just using the round baler for it. I know I used that new baler, which is really cool actually, that did the square bales. And there it is, the class. And then I painted it red. I like that baler. That one's really cool. And actually, you know, I know it didn't save like a ton of time, but it saved quite a bit, especially on that large field. So I kind of want to just use that one. And I don't know if this is probably, if this is enough power or not. Let's see. Yeah, let's not use this. Let's use the other case. It's over there. I can see it by the wagon. And really, I haven't used this, the other John Deere right next to me. I haven't used that much at all on this series. Yeah, the 36. Pretty much it has just sat there, not gotten used. But let's try the case on here. Let's hook this one up. And I'll get bailing a little bit, and then probably let you guys go there, and I'll finish up that. But honestly, yeah, it shouldn't really take that really much time, and then we should be getting into next month here. Right, get this out of here. There we go. Ooh, need some extra round wheel. Might as well grab some. Pretty sure I have some up here. Yes. Quick, before the garage door closes. Might as well fill that up while I'm right here. It's not going to go all the way there? Okay, you saw that too. It says 3 to 3, but then it shows, yeah, just one is off. But it's probably because of how much was off when I loaded it up. But that should be enough, anyways, to get me through that field. Okay, let's get that out here. So I like kind of changing the tractors up a little bit, and as new tractors come out, I'll definitely try them out and switch them out around the farm. So this one I think I used on the plowing that back far field, but I really haven't used it a ton otherwise, and I like getting to other equipment, like I said too. So with this, it is so nice. I have that other mod on here for the round bales where it just stops. It's called like the round bale extension mod, and that is so slick, especially when you're doing so many round bales at a time. Really kind of slick. Is this grass here? Oops. Wow. That tree. I think it is, isn't it? Oh, I'm still caught in the branch. I see it. Alright, you didn't say anything there. There's like another outside pass. You see that? Oops, and I didn't, I'm gonna come back around then. I guess I didn't notice that when I was first going around. Now I can see it. Yeah, there's like another, well, on that side was like in the shade, so I didn't notice it. Yeah, it's like on the edge of the field into the grass line. That must have been me when I caught it. And then the worker was just smart enough, they caught it there. But now, like, my tractor's hitting the branches. But this will be good. Get some more silage made. Now the one thing that's different, and we'll see how much I go with it or not, is that I'm not doing bales, so I'm not having to load that wagon, and it'll be kind of different just driving up to the silo, pouring in my TMR and then being about my way. So that'll be a little bit different. We'll see if I stay on that course or switch. Yeah, there's like a faint line in there. Yeah, it was like hard to see, I guess on my end. Maybe I'm just blind. Huh. It is there though. You can see it's like picking it up really, really slow in there. Alright. Let's loop. Where am I going? Let's get this. Let's go straight here. So yeah, it is kind of weird not using the wrapper on any of these. I'm just kind of picking them up, put them in the silo. Some of you are going to be like, why are you not using like wagon to just come over and rake them up? But I like the baling task, so I don't have many issues with it. It takes a little bit longer, and I could absolutely just, zip around and collect it and throw it in that silo probably 10 times faster than what I'm doing here. Absolutely. Kind of haphazard going around with these tracks. Yeah, that is so slick having the mod on, just to kind of stop you. Alright, just kind of getting these end rows here a little bit. Yeah, this is a good tractor. I really like this. Good addition to the farm here. Ooh, it got to it good. I didn't think it would right there. Alright, let's do that other outer pass, and then I'm probably going to let you guys go there and check on that worker to see where they're at with plowing that small field. So yeah, the one thing, kind of let me know what you think about with those, the lime spreader. I mean, are you having the same kind of things on your fields, or is it working on your fields? Because I know some of you had said with the silos for the barns, yours are working where mine are not, so who knows. And I did have a little bit of conflict with the bale mods kind of loading incorrectly and then it wouldn't go, so I don't know what that was about. And I had the issue on Riverbend and then a little bit here on Alma, and then once I quit the game and then came back in, like the bale extension mod was like working, it wasn't glitching on my game. So I don't know what that was about too. So just a little bit of, technical difficulties. And I feel like it's a little bit unique and it's almost kind of different on everyone's game. It's not like 100% the same. So what is working on mine might not be working on yours, or vice versa. That's what I have found out with talking with you guys, and I do appreciate you sharing what's kind of going on in your fields too. I know other people have said that the AI workers are really not completing their task on this map as well, so, and mine are. So I don't know what to tell you there. The one thing, well, if you saw the other video, the small little harvester getting that corn chaff, absolutely. I don't know what they were doing. So I ended up doing most of that work. But yeah, that was the only time where I was like, yeah, this is really different. So, all right, let me go check on that worker. But yeah, you can see this goes fast. And there's really only a couple rows left here. So really not too bad. This is such a small little field. It's easy to get done. All right, let's zip over there, and yeah, they're doing pretty good. So they'll be done shortly. So, all right, I will let you guys go there. Thanks so much for kind of tuning in here on the farm, so you know what I'm up to. If you're new to the channel or just kind of finding me, I'd love to have you tag along here on this playthrough series. Also, feel free to check out my other playthrough series and also my other farm builds as well. And let me know what you think. So thank you so much for watching, and hope you guys have a good one. Take care.